taking Western price apart, the primal diet, the Inuit, the Eskimo diet. And a lot is said about this by Western price. The Inuit people of the Arctic regions of Canada and Russia, Alaska, have lived for centuries on a diet predominantly made up of animal foods, with 75% of the calories coming from fat. They didn't have much choice, aside from a few berries, seaweed and greenery they could gather in the home short summer. They were left with only animals to hunt. Prior to the large-scale introduction of processed junk food from developed countries, they were known for maintaining trim bodies despite all their meat intake. Since Western food started arriving in the last 80 years, many of them have become overweight and developed overt diseases like diabetes. And it's this the primal diet followers point to as an indication of where our society is going wrong. Because of this example, in other meat-centric tribes, primal diet eaters believe the base foods are fatty meats, organ meats, dairy and honey. Plenty of meat is fine, they say. It's the processed cooked food you want to watch out for. They advert for minimal fruit and vegetables, and they do allow coconut as long as it's served raw. Pre-Western diet Eskimos aged early and died young. There are some variations of the diet that permit more carbohydrates, but most of the food that they advert for comes from animal. Unfortunately, claims the great health of the Eskimos prior to the addition of processed foods are overstated. They are not the paragons of health meat-centric dieters want them to be. Health conditions and disease incidents among the Eskimos of Labrador by Dr. Samuel Hutton is a good book for this. Hutton reported on the Inuit before the addition of Western foods. And he found out that they weren't very healthy. He studied them from 1902 to 13, and he had detailed birth and death records. Old age sets in at 50, he said, and the signs are strongly marked at 60. Comparatively few live beyond 60, and only very few reach 70. So there you go, Western price. The more you study the culture, the more you realise it was never free from disease. And they have a number of disorders which we associate with meat-centric diets today. One great one that they had from this diet, of course, constipation because of low fibre. They even had a spirit that they named over it. And this spirit used to do harm to people and other gods, and it was literally the fart man. So even their culture accepted their diet wasn't perfect. So that is how it is with the Inuit. No matter what the people say about these primal diets, they just don't look into them enough. So just look into it properly and you will see. Minimal fruit and vegetables. Now I ask you, that is just plain stupid. Remember, that is plain stupid.